So, you're in your 20s and you feel like your life is damn near falling apart. You don't know what to do with your life, and you thought that your life would magically be all sorted out by your 20s. And spoiler alert, that didn't happen. But it is not your fault. You constantly feel like that your life will get a grip of itself, but every day there are new problems arising. Because same, I've been through that, and sometimes I still experience that, because I feel like in our 20s it's kind of inevitable, because we're trying to find ourselves and we're trying to find what to do with our life, that we start to lose focus and we start to give up. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ancia, and today we're going to be talking about the harsh truth about our 20s. And I feel like not a lot of people talk about that, but it is extremely important to talk about it. And I feel like we're just not prepared, and we don't know what to expect from our 20s. And then our 20s hit and we're like, oh, like this is not what I had expected. I definitely felt like I had a lot more responsibilities as soon as I had turned 20, and that I need to do something with my life. I need to make it in life. It was just really hard for me to get a clear sense of direction. Instead, I was just, wasting my time scrolling on social media, trying to find inspiration and to find something that would motivate me. But in reality, that didn't really happen. And I found myself, losing my mind and starting to compare myself with other people, and my friends starting to lose friends. I feel like that's a big one in our 20s that I've definitely experienced. And a lot of the people that I've talked to, they've also experienced that. We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to talk about everything today. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee, tea, smoothie. This video will give you all those tips and tricks that I have learned from my personal experience. So get ready, grab yourself a cup of coffee, and let's get right into it. Okay, first and foremost, you need to understand that your 20s, it's not a race. It's not a comparison chart where you need to compare your life to hundreds of other people that are your age or your classmates or your friends. No one. You need to stop comparing, and you need to understand that your 20s is not a race. I'm gonna say it again. Your 20s is not a race. Okay? And I'm sure that you've heard this a million of times, but it's true. Everyone's timeline is different. And honestly, like me personally, I used to feel super behind in life because my friends had their life mapped out. They knew what they were doing amazing for themselves. But me, on the other hand, I had graduated, but then a month later, I had lost my job. And I would be searching up, well, roadmap to success, these type of like motivational videos. But like those weren't really doing anything because I wasn't taking any action. But what really did help me was being patient with myself and taking accountability and understanding my flaws. Because I feel like we're all delusional until we start taking accountability and we start pointing out our own flaws. And I tried every day to overcome them. Some days I was successful and some days I wasn't. And it's okay, because your 20s is all about your self-growth, not just mentally, but also physically, financially, whatever the case may be, right? And it's all about learning the true version of yourself. And here's the truth: no one's gonna make you successful. It's gonna be you, it's gonna be your hard work and your dedication. And me personally, I had missed out on so much time because it took me so long to realize that. But like I said, it's not a race and no one's timeline is wrong. It's just about the matter of fact of finding ourselves and learning about ourselves, taking accountability, and then taking action. Because it's okay to not know something. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to say, I don't know. Because me personally, I don't understand how we're taught our entire school life that saying I don't know is the wrong answer. I think it's absolutely the correct answer, and it shouldn't be more correct than that. And we should not be looked down upon for saying I don't know, whether we're in school or we're at work in an interview process. It's okay to not know, because that is how we learn. We learn things by not knowing them, obviously, right? And I'll be honest, when I got my first corporate job, I did not know a lot of things. I didn't know how to use Excel. I wrote on my resume that I did, but I didn't, because with experience, you learn. When you're thrown into that position, you learn. But it's definitely all about being true to yourself and having the mindset that I should learn, that it's okay to not know, and that I shouldn't be so hard on myself. To be successful in your 20s, and I feel like not a lot of people talk about this, is money. You're broke, right? I was freaking broke. I had insane amount of debt that I was like, I don't even know how to get out of it. And it took me so long to finally understand that having a budget is so important. I remember my older siblings and my mom telling me, Insia, you need to start saving and you need to have a budget. But then I go online and I watch these videos, well, like, get your money game up. You don't need to sacrifice on a $7 coffee. You need to get your money game up. But it's so hard to just like, get your money up. Like, most of us were working jobs, right? Like, we don't have additional income coming in. Most of us, we make money through our primary source, right? Jobs, business, whatever the case may be. For example, if you're working a corporate job, you're capped at 45, 50, 60, whatever. I should be able to get $7 coffees every single day. Well, how are you going to get your money game up when you don't have additional streams of income coming in? Right? So no, you should not get $7 coffees every day. Instead, you need to save. And guys, it is not about coffee. The point is something else. Because budgeting really gives you a financial freedom. And even if you want to start a business, well, you need some sort of capital, right? You're going to start saving your money. For example, if you make $3,500 a month, you write out your expense. You need to take out 500 out for savings per month, starting small. We're starting with 500. And then next month it'll be another 500, another 500, another 500. And it's gonna slowly build up. And at the end of the year, you're gonna go look at your bank account. Now you have saved $6,000 a year just by allocating extra 500 every month. It's not even a lot. If you're getting 2 paychecks a month, it's literally $250 a paycheck. So I think start small, but do start budgeting out because it can help you, start additional streams of income. And I feel like we need to start that in our 20s because we need to have that financial freedom before our 30s. Another thing about your 20s, it's a foundation, right? You need to start building habits for your future self. So 20s is our foundation of finding ourselves, exploring what we like, career we want to do, or whatever. And then you start the foundation of building those habits that will make you succeed and successful to achieve your goals, to achieve your plans, and to kind of help you out, make your 30s and 40s easier. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is your dream life. In order to create your dream life, you need to start the foundation of building those habits that will help you succeed and get to that point. Pick one habit that aligns with you, whether it may be journaling, reading, praying more, going on walks, working out, working on your anger or your communication skill. Just learning new habits that will actually help you succeed in life is so important. And then also being nice to yourself, right? Have those words of affirmation for yourself. Love yourself and love and appreciate yourself, appreciate your body, your mind, your soul, and be good, be nice. Don't be mean. Don't be so hard on yourself. If you're negative, everything around you will be negative. Vice versa, if you are extremely positive and you're positive to yourself, you will start to notice that good things are happening around you. All about the mindset. And I feel like that's a great habit to work on because we're just so hard on ourselves. And it's definitely one of the great foundations where you could start. In your 20s, your relationships and your friendships will start to fade with some people. And it's inevitable. And it's no one's fault. It's not your fault, nor is it their fault. But as you grow and as you start to learn things about yourself, your priorities change, your mentality changes, the way you are starts to change. And then you start to realize that you need to be around people whose mentality and goals align with yours. It's not a bad thing at all, right? Because you're going to start to meet a lot of amazing people whose goals and mindset will align with yours. And then you will start to feel like that there's a reason why some friendships fade away. Another thing that I started to notice that's really hard to make friends in your 20s. I used to exhaust myself trying to keep every friendship that I had alive. I would always be reaching out, always trying my best to move my schedule around to accommodate to my friends. And eventually I realized that it's important to just focus on the people who genuinely care about you. So it's okay if you have to let friendships go. It's always about the quality over quantity. And you shouldn't tire yourself chasing people who don't value your friendship. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and loved it as much as I loved creating this content for you. To learn more tips about your 20s or life in general, follow me on social media that I have listed below. And I would love to connect with you guys and comment down below which of these chapters and lessons resonated you with the most. I'm so excited that you're here and you made it to the end of the video. It means a lot to me. Comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!